Hello, everyone. It's Jerry at the Fledge, and welcome to another episode of Every Damn Day. I'm sitting down in the sanctuary. It's getting cleared out, if you can notice, from day to day. We got big time wrestling coming back to the Fledge on Saturdays, noon to 6. So look for that, check that out, and come out and watch some pro wrestling. It's just like on TV. You won't believe it. So I want to give a shout out to the champ, Joe Walker, and thisent.com for doing all of the write-ups that he's been doing. And another shout out to 517living.com and their calendar and all the great things that are happening in Lansing. So today on the show, I got our good friend Meechee. You're going to see Peso Morris, but I call you Meechee, right? Is that all right?
Right. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Meechee's my name, but my alias is Peso Morris into the entertainment business. That's what I'm getting into. The last 4 years, honestly, I've been getting into the entertainment business heavy.
So before we get into that, what you been doing today?
Just, moving forward, taking care of the kids, thinking of ways to build the city up.
Yeah, your kids are cute, man.
Thank you. Hey, Messiah.
Huh? You gonna get him out?
Yeah.
So maybe he'll come in. If he comes in, I'd love to have kids on the show. But
he'll come in sometime.
All right. But let's start with you, man. Where were you born and raised, and where'd you go to school?
So yeah, I'm from here, Lansing, Michigan. East Side native. I was born at Sparrow, so I went to school at Gardner. And I went to Everett, then I went to Eastern. And after that, I actually got into the Ingham County program that's for school, which actually helped me a lot. That's why I'm not going to not bring it up. It's the Ingham County youth program with Judge Garcia and Jose. Everyone who knows has been through it. What's the name of the program? Everybody goes to it, the Pride and stuff like that. It's called Pride and stuff. So I went there and I ended up getting all my last few high school credits, and then I finished up at a later time getting my GED.
Yeah. So before Gardner, do you remember any of your elementary schools?
Yes, I went to Luton and Verlinden. I'm a Baker's Denora school. I went to preschool at Denora, and I think kindergarten over there too. And then I went to Verlinden and Luton. I know for sure Luton. And then before Gardner, it was Dwight Ridge. So I was moving around a lot, But I was in the magnet program at Dwight Ridge. I was at Luton. We did really good. We did the chess tournament. I came in second place in the state, but first place in my school at 5th grade. 4th grade, we had the...
Hey, let me give a shout out to the village of Lansing, Michael Lynn and Erica Lynn, who are starting a chess club. So a shout out to them. Check out that chess club that the village is doing. Sorry.
Yeah, shout out to them because I love chess, especially within the youth. You learn early, you'll know, because life is a chess game. We went at Luton. We won the Pistons reading competition too. So that's something to bring up. We had whoever read the most books in the county. The Pistons came and redecorated our whole school with bean bags, the smart board that you could touch and stuff like that. So our whole library got redone by the Pistons. That was a big thing for Lansing at the time. Luton Elementary getting remodeled by the Pistons, Detroit Pistons, and we had free tickets to their game. So that was one big thing that we was really proud of. We read like 100 and something books, 140 something books. That was the most in the county within our 4th and 5th grade classes.
Nice. I like how you're proud of these things. Like I'm really proud of. I went to Riddle. I went to Kendon. I went to Riddle, and I went to Atwood. There he is, making his debut, man.
Say the sideshow. Tap in August 13th. We're premiering on YouTube August 13th.
August 3rd. Let's talk about that for a second. What you guys doing?
So we got some videos. We went to Kentucky, to Malibu Jackson. We went to out of state, and he just loved it. The car ride and everything was an experience. So I had footage from the pandemic. So the whole pandemic where we went to Florida, we went to Disneyland and stuff like that. So we got footage of that, and we're going to put all that together and drop it August 13th on YouTube. It's going to be called The Sideshow, and it's going to be like traveling through the kids' experience and like how much he loved it. He loves to swim and stuff like that. He's a character, so it's definitely going to be entertaining kids show.
He's funny. He's already making faces at himself. Introduce him, though,
Say hi.
if you don't mind.
Say hi. My name is Messiah. Tell him your name and tell him what's the name of your show. Say Sci Show.
He's got the smile part down. That's for sure. Hey, what's your
Right,
name?
You camera shy?
He can't hear me.
Yeah, he said, "What's your name?" Say Sci. He's shy. He's shy. But yeah, it's gonna be the Sci show. Just something we could do because his mom is actually very good at editing and stuff like that. Little stuff we could do in the house to raise awareness for him. You know, get him his career started in entertainment. Like I said, I'm very pushing into this entertainment field. I love it. With not just even music, but with short films and like just my son's a character all the time. So it's just nice to get him, you know, known.
And I was playing with him outside on the porch, and he put those gummies in my hand.
Yeah.
Made me all sticky. But that kid is cute, man. He's got. I love his hair. I love his hair. My hair will actually do that if I let it be, but like when it was long. If I just let it be, it curls exactly like that. So.
Yeah. So he got a definitely a mixture of me and his mom's hair. His mom got some real long curly hair. But he's for a 2-year-old, he's very smart. You know, he doesn't say sentences, but he says words, and he points out things that the average 2-year-old I wouldn't do because he's raised by both parents in home and stuff like that. He's very entertaining. He's goofy. Like you can never like make up the stuff he does on a day-to-day. So we just thought he would be perfect for his own show.
Yeah.
Away from me, away from her. Keep going.
Well, I was going to ask you, what are some of the other projects? Like, we're here to talk about Golden Gold Entertainment. Right. You want to talk about that for a little bit?
So, yeah, this is my business card. Oh, and nice. This is, I wish I would have brought the bigger ones, but this is a little, so we do interaction, giveaways, competitions online. So like if you want on Instagram, you want to do a giveaway to raffles and stuff like that. We're trying to promote that more around our area, not just in the Los Angeles area, not just in Florida area. We're trying to get it going around here to start giving more Instagram giveaways and building people followers off of like I should say generic, not bots. I'm not trying to sell people bots. So I want to actually put in that extra work and get people followers. I want to teach them ways to actually get people to stick with you, not just get some fake subscribers, get fake followers, and then they go away after, months or something. But I'm actually trying to get people to teach them TikTok management. So, okay, a lot of people get on TikTok and get that viral moment, and then they lose it because they don't know how to get them sponsors and take care of that background work of, okay, now I got this following, I need to get my merch done. I need to get my YouTube channel going after I got this viral moment on TikTok. So that's that TikTok management. I'm trying to give people that extra little knowledge to push their brand, their name. That's what Golden Gold Services is. So that's our actual LLC is Golden Gold Services, but we do entertainment and digital marketing. So entertainment is live venue. We do, if we can, comedy, rap, singing. We got a OnlyFans boxing coming. That's one of my projects that I've been keeping on the hush hush. I didn't put on Facebook or anything, but we want to do OnlyFans models. We don't have them boxing and stuff like that. Everybody sign a waiver, and it's actually volunteer only. You got to volunteer and actually be interested. But it's been crazy because a lot of girls been interested into it. So these are like little small projects for the entertainment side. We want to market it and help these girls that have OnlyFans get all these subscribers and get people to subscribe, because the only way they can watch the fights is when these two people, you have to subscribe to either one and watch the fight on either way. That's the only way we're going to get the fights promoted out there. So that's one project we're working on. And other than that, just getting Lansing known, getting Lansing artists known, getting Michigan artists known, and more than just Detroit rap. Oh, that's the Detroit rap, or that's no Flint artists. No, Michigan as a whole has talent from Battle Creek, Ben Harbor. Lansing itself has a lot of great talent from the South Side rappers, the North Side rappers, and stuff like that. If we pull it together, Michigan as a whole, we can actually outshine other states, if you ask me, because we have so many diversity and so many legends came from here, not just no mediocre rappers. We have people that's still in the game this day that made 300 million, 400 million, and just rap, as in Eminem, Royce 6ix9ine, and he's pretty known, very well known right now, still to this day. And he's out of Detroit area, but still, we want to get people known for Michigan more than just Detroit. We have Harvey Lee was from Lansing. We have Denzel Valentine. He's in the NBA. He's from Lansing area, East Lansing area. Diamond Jones, he done worked with Flo Rida and multiple people. I'm proud of my brothers that's from around here. And we had a new artist that just dropped the project, Fake Famous. I don't really, know him like that or know any parts, but I'm so proud of my city. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on to where it's anything positive, I'm gonna promote it, because as long as we get that light on us, somebody's gonna show, somebody's gonna glow. You know what I'm saying? If the light's on you, somebody's gonna stand out.
Earlier, just a couple minutes ago, you said if we can get them to come together, right?
Yeah.
We got a lot of beef with South Side and North Side, East Side and North Side.
Yes.
I think I don't know if you were here when the Fledge got shot up, but it was a North Side guy trying to shoot an East Side guy. It had nothing to do with us. We were just caught in the middle.
Right. That's what a lot of lanes. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's a lot of the problems with the events and stuff. It's always the location gets caught in the middle. The good, innocent people get caught in the middle because of the size, but we just all try to do something good for Lansing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, they were trying to shoot a kid from down the street. They thought he was parked in front, and they ended up shooting Casper on the Rappers, if you know him. But anyways, he turned out okay. He's all right.
That's good.
What do you mind if we talk about that a little bit? How we can get some of these guys to come together better?
You got ego and pride, and it's all on each own. As me, I put all the street stuff aside, and I put business first. Not everybody's going to do that because not everybody's winning in business. But when you start winning in business, you start putting your eggs into that basket. When you losing into the streets, steady catching cases and paying these fines and fees, and your baby mama's getting you on child support because of that's the only thing that's available around here. They know they're not making no money, so they have to go to the system. So that's going to drain you. But if you start winning in business, you ain't got to worry about child support. You ain't got to worry about ops. You ain't got to worry about getting shot at. But as an innocent person, you want to defend yourself. But if no one's doing it, it'll be less weary. So if we're doing more events where there's less getting shot up, people will come to Lansing. Let's do more events. We have the North Side do events on their own certain times and days, and now they got their light for that day. But if they're going to do it, and then now the East Side going to shoot them up because every time the East Side do an event, the East Side is going to retaliate. But if we nip the bud right now, everybody come together, do one big event, I think that would be really the business move. Like everybody come together, they music, everybody perform at certain time. But realistically, I know that's not going to happen because now it's honestly too deep into involved right now with it. Like you said, they hunting for these people. They're not just shooting random places for an accident. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a...
Well, if we can ever pull that off, the Fledge is available. The Fledge is available for free if we can get all the sides together.
And no violence and firearms.
Well, we'll have to deal with it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm down with networking. I'll put the event together. If everybody would come together, I'm down with that. And we do something together and we donate something to the city and then everybody get paid. We all come together, do a big charity event for a better venue location or to upgrade the Fledge for future venue events. And then that way we can all come together, work together.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give another shout out to Michael Lynn and Ceasefire Lansing. We got a ceasefire because we got too much shit to do. And it
ain't hurt nobody but the kids who lose their parents, and then the mothers who lose their childs, and then the community who losing good people that could actually help this community. And that the little boy that just got shot at playing football, family or not, that's somebody else's hope and dream. Like they believed in that little boy. He was gonna make it somewhere far. Marshawn that just died, he was actually very talented. And that's the sad thing, a lot of talent get cut short around here because of gun violence and things like that. The artist that died, regardless of who he was or who with, I know his mom personally. I seen that little boy grow up. He always had great talent. His brother got great talent. But hey, this is our location. We trying to make it better, but it's a hurtful place, to keep losing things and keep losing our only good venues. Like we lost the Fahrenheit. We lost what is the other place we used to like? Common Ground didn't even come last year. That was everything that we was waiting on. Like as a community, we wait on Common Ground because that's our only thing of music, stages, performances. I think we just lost the the bar, Max Bar.
Max Bars is changing into a sports bar. The Loft is closed right now.
Yep. Green Door.
Let's give a shout out to Leo Brown, though. He's trying to bring the Fahrenheit back, but he's going to be a more like Gregory's, if you will.
Okay.
So he's probably not going to have any rap shows there, but I'm not sure. But again,
rap, like people don't even understand. It's more than just rap. It's entertainment, period. I love rap, but at the same time, I love other music too that you can, like Rod Wave will never come to Lansing. Let's just be real. There's not enough revenue for him. He didn't blew past our $50,000 for a show revenue. He needs $100,000, $200,000 for a show like Moneybag Yo. So he didn't blew past Lansing's budget. So now he's only going to Detroit, Minnesota, Milwaukee, big areas around that's Wisconsin area, Indiana, Indianapolis area. But we're not getting too many shows from Rod Wave and Lansing. We
don't even have a venue big enough to hold a big show like that.
Right, just the Lansing.
That's a big problem. Even if the Loft opens, Max opens, none of these places were big enough to hold
a big enough venue for even the local artists to be big enough. If he can fill up, like you said, a big enough venue, he will be supported by his area. We don't even have a venue for us to actually show our talents and bring it all, round circle to where comedians can come, singers can come, acapellas, drummers, people that just want to do music. You don't have to just rap. You can do music. Is so everywhere, and that's what I love entertainment. Like you can be quiet and be a mime and entertain a crowd of 150,000 if you have the right talent. Something to keep people going. Like pretend the water's dripping and everything like that. I seen it all online. We watch online, get stuck by videos all day. Somebody doing something so mediocre, but it keeps our attention for 30 seconds to 30 minutes. On these little Instagram videos. But imagine a location we can actually go there and see these things and support our local talent.
Sorry, my mom just sent me a weird text. You've used the word several times here, and I love this word, proud. You're proud of your elementary school. You're proud of some of the people that came out of your family, the guys you work with, guys you don't even work with. You're proud of your city. Where's that pride? How important is that? Do you think enough of us have the pride we need? Because it's a sin, right?
No. Yeah. Pride is a sin because it's not always good because pride got me in trouble plenty of time. But at the same time, pride is a good thing. If you're not proud of nothing, you're not going to take care of it. So you're not, what I'm saying? You're not proud of yourself, you're not going to take care of yourself. So when you start doing things and you start feeling proud of yourself, you start, I want to keep my face clean. I want to keep my body clean. I want to keep my house clean, my area, because you're proud of that. When you get your first home, you buy your first home, you're going to treat it better than the property that you're renting from someone else. That's just guaranteed. So that pride comes to me in my city. I'm from this city and I've been all around it, from the north side to the east side to the west side to the south side. Like I went to school in Verlinden, like I said, but I was right there on the White Ridge right after, Luton is right there on the south side too. But it's like I've been all over and I'm proud of the whole city. From the Morris River Walk, it takes you from the south side all the way to the north side and you see the city for what its real potential was, throughout this heyday. To me, that's how I look at it. I see Lansing where its potential at little businesses that shut down, the big buildings that no one look at. I look at those buildings and look at the potential that we could have something small if we have 10 of these buildings open up. So
I used to live over there on Linville, a lot from Baker. And, I drive down Baker every once in a while to get from the south side to the east side to come to the Fledge. And I'm still proud of Baker, even though it's kind of run down, but there's some potential there. Like there's
the Norris Center.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say that rundown building would be like a sweet ass local grocery store or coffee shop or anything like that.
Yeah, over there by Christency.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So it's a lot of potential. It's a lot of potential.
Center. Yeah.
So you talking about the actual Denora Center?
Oh yeah, that's that's a nice facility, but I think that they're having a little trouble keeping it open. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but that's where I grew up off of that center. So I see how people do try to come together and make Lansing better. So like the ceasefire, I don't know them personally, but I support little stuff like that that's going to better the community because there's people that actually care about Lansing. Lansing is actually something to be proud of. We're the capital, and that's why I am proud of it. Like, yeah, we do have racial problems, but at the same time, we have a lot of criminal things going on to where you have to choose a side. You know what I'm saying? The police can do better. They need to do better. They need to choose how they do better. But at the same time, as in the community, we need to allow what we choose what we allow. You know what I'm saying? Kids getting shot, I'll never allow it. Innocent older people, I'll never allow it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me as a person, my morals. I'll never just keep allowing that in my community. Nothing I can do but vote and actually, like I said, stay out the way and make sure my kid is not that kid, because at the end of the day, it's be innocent people. I never seen a 5-year-old go out there trying to hurt innocent people, multiple innocent people. If anything, a 5-year-old got access to a firearm because of an irresponsible adult. I've never heard of a kid going out hurting multiple people. So it is multiple kids within the last 6 years that got shot, and that's just something that I took to my personal caring about. I have an 8-year-old daughter that turns 9 in October. So I worry about her and her friends when they go out rollerblading, riding bikes, and they all through Lansing. I'm not with my child's mother, and I can't control how she allows my daughter to act within her friends and her jurisdiction. So that's why I worry. That's why I say the things I say about trying to make the community better and coming together, because it's not over nothing besides ego, pride, and now it's bloodshed because of all these random events. So now it's more on a deeper level, but at the end of the day, it's still worth solving. We can all come together, forgive and forget, and actually move it further in the sense of business. If everyone is going to get paid out of it, everyone's going to benefit. As in, you don't got to look over your shoulder, worrying about somebody trying to hurt you, and you got to worry about if you're going to make bills this month. Oh no, we're coming together as a community. We're going to make sure you make your bills this month because we're going to make sure you're booked at this show. We're going to make sure you're performing at this event, or you know what I'm saying? We need to come together and make sure them type of things is there. Like, I don't have a problem hosting events for free. You see, I was hosting them Fortnite events just to get kids to come, just to come. So it's not like I'm a stranger to this at all. I'm just young. I'm building myself up, my reputation, and trying to keep good business going. Everybody don't think like me, and if everyone did, the world wouldn't probably. I don't know how to say it. I don't want everybody to think like me, but I wish sometimes certain ideas everybody thought the same. That's how I should say. You know what I'm saying? We
should at least share values, right?
Right.
We should value our city. We should value ourselves. We should value each other. I really like what you said. There ain't a kid out here that's shooting. But I'm talking about the shooters now that was born to be a shooter.
Right.
We did that to him. We did that to him. We did that to her. Our society, our community, and we need to step up and take responsibility and start doing something to undo some of this.
All the only thing we got around here is basketball and football, and then we do have little softball things, stuff like that. But it's not the parks isn't upkeep. You know what I'm saying? Geyer Park is one of the best parks we had, and that park, does need some upkeep, stuff like that. Even if you go out there, keep it clean, pick up stuff. Just look, as a community, I see, like Morris Park, instead of making it into a hangout, why not make it into an event where that's where events be at? It's big enough. You can build a stage in the parking lot, but I know it's certain reasons why they can't and haven't done it. But if everyone's hanging out there and there's nothing but violence being done there, why not make it into, okay, I'm going to start performing, have an artist perform there at the river. You know what I'm saying? As some type of leadership, somebody should come up and be like, we should get a stage by the riverfront. You know what I'm saying? Or something down there where people can interact.
Don't they have that music?
That thing, what is it? Pavilion, but it's not upkeep. It's not taking.
Oh, it's shitty now.
Yeah, spray painted all over. They be flipping the picnic tables. But as a community, we got to come together and stop doing those things.
We got to have events there. We got to be there. We got to step in the gap. We got to be present.
Which is actually, as I'm saying, I do need to step. I should be the one actually doing it. Start doing events there. That is something I actually should do. Step up and start doing more as myself as a part of the community, doing stuff there at that right there at Morris Park and other locations that needs that attention. Okay, but I can't do it myself. Right yeah.
So can I talk about some of the people that you and I have to hang around? Not have to hang around. We get to hang around. Some of these guys they're rough, right?
Yeah.
They're hard. They carry bangers and they do things that maybe you and I wouldn't like them to do, but we're engaged with them.
Right. We're responsible for them in some because we're leaving, giving them access to our area or giving them access to our life, period. So stuff like that is giving the best advice. Because I'm going to be honest, the person I had under me was Quez. Quez Evans. He was coming here. He was putting a lot of work in here, and I was very proud of him. But under circumstances, he died and he got hit with a bullet in the back of his head. But I was very on him. That's the only thing I wish people do is more people be on the people that they care about. I cared about him, so I made sure he was always in the studio or working with me or doing something. And the moment I wasn't around him and having him under me, he lost it. You know what I'm saying? And the people that was around him, I wish they would give him better advice. I wish they would have showed him a better way or told him the proper instructions how to handle a firearm when you're not, you know what I'm saying, using it. And whether if he's using it in a disruptive way or using it, period. If you're not using it, there's a proper way you handle a firearm. And the people that was with should have told him a better instructions. Or everything happened for a reason. I don't know the full story. Like I said, it was just I was lost and hurt to lose him. And that's somebody I stayed on, telling him, you don't need to be what's in the streets. You making some money, you went out there cutting grass, then you could be in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, you just gonna keep getting into fights. You're gonna keep bringing drama back to your neighborhood. This is your neighborhood. So just saying stuff like that, nobody wants to lead, but everybody wants to give directions. You know what I'm saying? You have to really lead and give the direction. Like, don't do this. Okay, if you're going to keep doing it, come follow me and we're going to do this together. I gave him multiple jobs. I had him drywalling. I had him painting houses. I had him over here. We did work here at the Fledge. I had him in the studio. He was actually making good. I say, I'm proud of him. He got good music. Watch out, Messiah. You're bumping the computer. Everything fine, though?
Everything's great.
He bumped the table trying to look at this guitar.
That's all right.
Okay. So yeah, it's just like give them the extra direction and bump. Yeah, it's so easy access to get it done, but teach them what to do with it. Like you don't have to go out here shooting at innocent kids. Defend yourself at all times. Yes, because it is that. Oh, hold on. He knocked the camera down.
Yeah, it unplugged too, so you might want to plug it back in. But while we're doing that, and if you need me to come help, I can do that too. But it's probably just plugging it in the back.
Okay.
So, and it's okay. This happens. Like I said, we love kids. So let's say that somebody that's not involved in this every day, like we are, is watching this. What's a little thing they could do to help?
It says looks like your camera was unplugged. Plug it back in or select a different camera. I plugged it back in, but where should I plug it in at? But you said someone that's not in it.
Yeah, a USB port on the back. If you plugged it back in, you might have to choose your camera.
Yeah, I plugged it back in, so it says choose the camera. Which camera should I choose?
It's probably called Live or something like that.
Yeah, I don't see it nowhere.
You see a config in the bottom that says cam/mic.
Oh yeah, start. Okay.
Yeah, we're getting there. It's not that one. That's OBS. Yeah, there you go. We're all good again.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that. There goes Saya doing his shenanigans. But
we've had kids do a lot worse on the show, screaming like crazy. Yeah, sorry about that though, because you were saying something very important. You were saying something very meaningful about your friend, about our friend. I don't know if he would have considered that, but I know exactly. I know who you're talking about. You know,
right? Yeah, and I cared about him a lot. I've seen that little boy grow up since he was 11 years old. I wasn't there before that, but ever since I met him, he showed me his loyalty, and he showed me like he never had that guidance, and he never had that actual somebody take that time with him. I never had it myself, and I found it in mentors. I found it in people that you would never expect to be your mentor, actually take the time with you. People be looking at older people like, oh, they're old, they don't know nothing. So it depends on what older person you listen to. Now, I'm not saying go listen to the drunk at the store, but sometimes that drunk at the store, he been getting drunk so many days, he know what not to do to be end up at a drunk at the store. So it's all of how you listen, not what you're listening to. So if someone telling you, they're telling you because they're mistakes, or they telling you because they've been through it. Because you looking at their end result, you thinking that they don't know nothing. So my mentors was the most craziest places. People in prison and people that's been places that I never want to go. You know what I'm saying? So my biggest mentor is my dad. He's facing life in prison, but he told me so many things to avoid in these streets, so I don't end up doing life in prison. Because his story is a long story, but there's people that don't want you to win, and there's certain people that will make sure that you don't win. You know what I'm saying? So he do the main point that I'm trying to get is like choose your mentors wisely. You know what I'm saying? There's people that want you to win, so they'll mentor you and make sure and guide you that that you win because it's not helping them. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to win. But if you're actually getting guided by somebody that don't care if they win or lose, but they're gonna make sure they help you, that's love. So I was getting that type of mentorship that was kind of love from my grandparents, my dad, because he wanted to make sure I didn't end up in his situation, and then my sister's dad, because he seen that I was without a father, and he stepped up and showed me a lot of things like you would never know. It might sound as silly, but this is we were all on Uncut. But a man, then the difference between a little boy, who taught you how to put your condom on? If your dad's not there, you know what I'm saying? Who's gonna teach you those things? My mom can't teach me. She doesn't barely know how to do it, or she'll just tell me go ask a man, go ask a man. So I'm getting taught through the phone call how to put on a proper condom because I was having sex at an early age because I was out here, I was an attractive little boy, and I'm dating older women. You know what I'm saying? I was dating 13, 14-year older women. I'm only 11 years old at the park, playing, doing my life. And, I started dating a little early. So when they start worrying about that, they start saying, okay, well, you need to strap up. And so how do I strap up? It took me until after I had my first daughter for somebody to teach me, like, you need to really, this is how you use a condom. This is why you use a condom. And when they were telling me all these things, I'm like, a condom isn't so important. I'm young. It feels good. Next thing you know, I have a daughter. You know what I'm saying? Living, breathing, 5 months old. Need diapers, need bottles, need milk and everything. At the time, I was only 14 years old. So with no guidance of how to be a dad, all I know is how to put on a condom. It's like the proper guidance was my mother, my grandparents really taught me how to actually sit down and understand my daughter to be a dad to her. If I didn't have that proper guidance and understanding to people that wanted me to win, to be a good dad to my daughter, I wouldn't have been shit to her at all because I wouldn't know how to do it. So that's why, and the same thing in the streets, the people that's out here loose with those guns, it goes back to how they was raised and who was there to raise them and show them. Because somebody that was in the military, they're going to make sure that their grandchild is not out here loose with a gun because they know that a gun can hurt the person that's holding it. So, and a person that's been around the block a few times and that's active in a young person's life, they're not going to be out there let them, you know what I'm saying, shooting kids. Go out there just, I'm about to go spin the block. It's people out there, but it's some kids right there. I'm not going to have no morals, no values, no sympathy. I'm going to shoot even though the kids is right there. That's the type of mentorship I'm talking about. These people that you say that's out there, they're just lost, and it's not because they're heartless and all that. They say they is. It's because they literally have no guidance to somebody tell them like, no, that is not what you're supposed to do. That does not make you a man. It doesn't seem cool. But if they're doing all these shootings, that's what they're getting that clout from doing these shootings, but not thinking about the sympathy behind these shootings. Nobody having that sympathy no more. So realistically, it's think. If somebody can sit down and tell these kids with these bangers and these guns that have no control unless they have a gun, because that's when they feel like they're in control of their life. They know I can do whatever with this, and then I can end somebody else's life, or I can end my life in the same time because I'm going to be doing prison. That's what they don't understand. You think you might beat it for now? There's people that's fighting cases from 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That they beat the case, and then next thing you know, the murder is resolved 20 years later. You're a 40-year-old man, got grandchildren, and now you're put away for life because you thought you was going to beat it because you was a teenager. He was a dude in Lansing, killed somebody who was 17, got away with it. He was just locked up when he was 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? 40 years later. So you might beat it now, but eventually justice always going to come in due time. You know what I'm saying? So my main very important view is, if you do see somebody messing up, take the extra time and tell them, like, instead of calling the police on them and getting them locked up, because the system, obviously, everybody knows the system is not working. It never has worked. But if you go in there with the right mindset, it will help you. If you go in there with the right guidance, it will slow you down to where you won't go in there back again. But if you're going off the chain, off the rails, jail ain't gonna do nothing but speed you up to hurry up. Oh, I know what it's like in here. I'm about to go do some more crazy shit, so I'll come back for a longer time. That type of mentality is what they got. They're like, oh, I'm gonna try and stay out of jail as long as possible instead of I'm gonna try and stay away from the trouble, those bad decisions for as long as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've got two questions for you. Do you think one of the most important, like me or men in our community could do is to find somebody to mentor?
Yeah, actually, not even just mentor them. Like, tell them to actually give them a way out without having a gun. Like, okay, people say their main thing is they have a gun for security. Okay, well, you come here a safe, secure place. You know what I'm saying? This is a safe, secure place. You come and work, or I come and mentor you. Because even you being a mentor and they having this drama, the worst thing that can happen is something happen to you on their behalf because they have drama in these streets. That's just being honest. So yeah, the mentor will help. It had cut you out. Who is that?
I got dropped off for some reason.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But anyways, we didn't miss a beat there. The other question that I wanted, so thank you for that advice. I think that is spectacular, and I know we're going to go back to Golden Goat in a second. But what about you think these kids need to be going through gun safety and
Yes.
Getting their CPLs and stuff like that?
Yes. Early, because honestly, I went through gun safety at 12 years old by a white man in Kentucky, and it was the best thing in my life. Like, it doesn't matter what color it is. I bring the color into it because it matters. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. In certain areas in Kentucky, they're very racist, and the people when they choose with you is genuinely out of love, it's not out of color. So certain people, they never see me, don't know my name, and they're giving me dirty looks in Walmart. I lived in Kentucky for a lot of part of my youth and in some of my older life, so I know how Kentucky is. It's not super everywhere you go is just racist, but it is very still racist areas in Kentucky. Yeah. So my friend dad, he took me camping, he took me mudding, he took me through all the experiences young of that. I would say a Caucasian type of lifestyle, and I loved it. I fell in love with hunting. He taught me how to shoot my first deer at 12 years old, stuff like that. So when I experienced that different side of it, I'm like, why is it a color thing? Why are my cousins doing this? That's back at home. Why is this all we sit around and do is smoke weed? And you know what I'm saying? We're young. We're 14, 15 years old by this time. We're not going mudding and hunting and camping and water parks and things like that as a family. Like, this is something they did it damn near every week. They did something new, and it kept their kids out of trouble. It kept their kids happy. You know what I'm saying? Not depressed in this box of, what am I going to do? I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to go run from the police. It's so fun to run from the police.
See, I look at that. I look at the opioid epidemic, which has had a bias towards killing black and brown people. I look at the racism within our judicial system, which is you're more likely to lock up a black man than you are a white man. And we've systemically plucked the mentors of our black, brown, and poor kids out of the community and left them to their mothers to take care of that don't know the things that it takes to be a man.
Right. That's a big Fatherless Fathers is a foundation I thought of when I was 16 years old. And I said, I need like a big brother, big sister program. It's something I just been in the back of my head. It's Fatherless Father. You know what I'm saying? I was a father young. I was like, I need something to teach me how to be a dad. I went through this program in Ingham County because I got kicked out of my high school. And that program put me in a program that teaches young fathers how to actually step by step pour formula. Everything. It's good for a mother. A mother gets taught these things in the hospital and stuff like that. If a father sticks around, he'll learn it from the mom. But do you actually get them instructions to you? So they gave me step by step for all the way to my daughter's 5 years old, like how to be a father. Like, and I was like, this is something we needed a lot. You know what I'm saying? My friends was asking me, how you change? He had a daughter too. His name was Shakur. He had a daughter. Oh, I need to learn how to change it off from just have my girlfriend change it. I said, you can't just have anybody change your daughter. And if you're not comfortable doing it yourself, have your mother do it. I'll tell, because for the longest, my mother, just for the simple fact of my daughter's safety, security, I only trusted my mother or me to change my daughter, period. And that was just on the simple fact of she's a little young female, and period. She shouldn't be, taught young that anybody should be able to change her. So back to with the community. What was the question again?
Well, I don't know if it was a question, but a discussion point about the mentors being plucked out of the community, the Black, brown, and poor communities. The fathers aren't there as much, and it's not, they make up a narrative that it's because the fathers are irresponsible and run away. No, we're killing them. We're putting them in prison.
Or to jail, or they're forced in a way to where they can't do nothing for the kids because so they're not dependent on the father no more. They're dependent on the system, regardless. Because you might say like, oh, if I'm working all the time and they're taking that money on my check, you're getting paid from me because they're cutting my resources. You know what I'm saying? So it's more of they're more dependent on the system. They're more depending on the state within this welfare community where the mentor's been snatched out instead of depending on that man for guidance to lead the women to financial stability, to lead the women into, the families. Like me and my girlfriend, we're actually getting married, we're engaged, but we have a different relationship than I seen with my mother within my past relationships and within people around here. We're actually teaching our son step by step together, ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, his height, his eyes, his nose, all those things to where he learned that stuff so quick by 1 year old. I'm like, oh, my son's advanced. No, he's just getting that proper home training from both of us. You know what I'm saying? He's getting that guidance from his father. So he's learning how to walk and talk as a man. And then he's getting that nurturing and loving from his mother to where he's friendly. He's open. He shakes people's hand. He's not out here cussing. My son doesn't cuss to where the most of my son probably is, oh, shit, because he mocked someone else say, oh, shit, when we both was, in a shocking type of stage. Like, oh, shit. And then he like, you like, what'd you just say? I heard him say, oh, shit, too, because he's not like, I don't look down on people that have, oh, that kid is cussing, that's a bad little kid. I'd be like, no, that's their mother or father is just not teaching that's a bad word. He's going to say whatever word fills in a sentence. You know what I'm saying?
Both my kids swore like sailors, man.
It is not about bad parenting it's just what they pick up. So it's not like I'm a bad parent because I let my kid cuss. I cuss a lot, so my kids is going to inherit it. It's just how you talk. So with me trying to be there and be so young, people going to judge me like, oh, if I have my son out here cussing, they're going to judge me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I look at it like that. But if you got both parents in there, they can't judge no one because we got both parents actually teaching this kid to where he's cussing out of, that's where he would, he feels his comfort. Those is comfort words. People cuss out of comfort. If I'm comfortable, I'm going to be, oh yeah, Jerry, fuck, yeah, I'm finna go get fucking high. I'm finna go fucking fuck. Or, I'm comfortable, but if I'm in here, like I'm trying to explain stuff that's serious, positive, and be actually my pure intelligence, show you like where I'm really coming from, I'm not going to be out here cussing because that's a sign of ignorance, and that's just from what I learned. This is not something I'm pushing. This is what people talk to me as my mentors. If the only thing you can do is cuss, nobody's going to listen to you.
Hey, real quick, adjust that camera so we can see your face a little better.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Because that logo's dropping or getting in the way a bit.
Huh?
That's better. That's good.
All right.
So, your passion is really, I think, speaking what your mission is. But if you had to summarize what your mission is, either as a person or even the Golden Goat Entertainment, because I can see very clearly how the problems in our community can be prevented or solved, or we can intervene when we do stuff to build each other up.
Right.
What's your mission?
My mission, honestly, is to push Michigan talent, and not just Michigan talent as in music and rap, as in actors. People that want to get out of Michigan to where, because Michigan's not a bad place, it's just not no outlet for entertainment. So my mission, honestly, is to either make Michigan a better entertainment venue or an entertainment area, or push people to where we can still live in Michigan, but we'll go and shoot music videos and shoot movies in California and come back home. You know what I'm saying? Or Florida, Texas. So my mission is kind of, it's all over, but at the same time, my main mission is to make Michigan or make Lansing a good hub for entertainment venues. To make it safe to where we could do entertainment venues together and pushed our because we have good talent. Like when I say we got good talent from rap, from singers to like solo. I never met him personally. His name like Trey Carter on Facebook. When I say he has like some good lungs, some of the best lungs I heard on a male singer around. He's just a local artist and he's not even from Lansing, but he's out of Michigan and he's really good. And he just needs the extra push. So that's one thing I'm like noticing around is like we got very good talent. Little Quinn, he's from an East Side native. You know Little Quinn?
Yeah, Q.
Yeah,
Is that they call him Q too?
Yeah, Q. Yeah, Quinn. Yeah. So yeah, Q. East Side Quinn. He's definitely been around rapping. I knew him for most of my youth. You know, we went to Fairview and everything. Went to Fairview Park. Like that was my homeboy since we were kids in diapers, and I seen him start up and like he's really talented. Like he's his flow, his style, his swag, everything is like I just been supporting him as a friend and as a supporter, not a fan. I support Good Days Atlanta, but I'm not a fan because you know what I'm saying, I want to see you adjust. A fan just wants to see you now, and then we'll move on to the next winning team. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of his supporters because I want him to succeed. So my mission is to get really Michigan and Lansing area to succeed, not just be they're on the top charts or they're pushing, but there's no real like Motown Records and what's the name? Those are only real thing, and that was popping in the 90s and 80s. They're not pushing how 1017 Records is pushing right now. They're pushing big numbers out. That's Gucci Man's record label, and that's just straight out of Atlanta. I go right down to in Florida. They got Kodak, his Sniper Gang, and stuff like that. He is doing really good as an independent artist in their area. So imagine what we can do we do an independent artists and labels combine together, and we could be winning around Michigan.
So what's something you do every day to push that mission forward?
So I contact 50 angel investors, and at least every day I try and get to 2 names and written in my book and actually learn them. I research them and I learn exactly what they're looking for. I learn what they can do to help our community. So I'm not just out here saying we need this, we need this, we need that. I'm actually researching the people that can actually come and help us in our community to provide these things every damn day. I'm literally talking about business or looking for ways to fill in these blanks to where we can actually have venues, to where we have secured events, cannabis events, because cannabis is one of the biggest revenues. If you want to sit back in the 90s, 80s, and 70s where there was petitioning and stuff like that, okay. But there's going to be another 100 people right behind you that's going to pass marijuana because it's going to be legal federally soon. We're recreational here, so why not try and use that cannabis revenue to bring in more, money to the city?
I'm with you on that. For sure.
By doing cannabis events outdoors and stuff like that while we got that good weather. We don't have that 80, 70, 80 good weather around, year wide. We get 40% good weather and it's hit by rain and all type of stuff. So when we got these little times like this, we should have used from May to August to do all type of, not just cannabis events, outdoor events that builds up the area. I've been trying to do these outdoors events and I'm getting looked at like, are you slow? Or why would you do that? You're not going to make enough money, or it's not worth the effort. They're like, you're not worth the effort. I'm like, let's put in, let's bring people out. But people see it can be done with this 420 cannabis events that's coming up August in August right now. Yeah. We should have been able to do those all summer long. It's not like wait to the end of summer to do a cannabis event. We should be able to do events all summer long because that's where our revenue is. We can't do stuff outdoors in the winter, and we don't have a big enough venue to do it indoors. So if we was to come together and do 1 or 2, 3 big events, like one in June, one in July, one in August, we will have 3 big events that will actually boost revenue and artists following their brand and everything, around the area.
So let me pause for a second. Let me show you a couple things. So I think you'll know who this person is, and I'm not sure I've pronounced Tedessa. Right?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
So yes, Meechee. I want to show you. Jace is in the UK. He's over in Europe, and so good at describing situations. He's talking about you. Yeah. And then back with your cousin. Lansing's got a lot of talent. and Lansing definitely needs help with bringing revenue and attractions. And I agree. I love what you're doing. I love what you're doing. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
we daisy chain these shows together. And yesterday on the show, I had an author who's like a life coach and a consultant and things like that. And her question to you is, if you were to write a book, what would you write about?
So this is something that's been on my mind for a long time. It's biracial diversity, and it's just something that I'm very strong about because I'm mixed with Latino, Hispanic, and Black and white. So I've always been going back and forth to get that acceptance from the Black side, from the Latino side, and from the white side. It's not like I never had to prove to get anything. That's my grandma's full-blooded white, and she's one of the one who helped raise me. And she always told me, like, you don't have to be any color. You're Meechee. Meechee's great. You know what I'm saying? And with football, that helped me, because I was like I said, in Kentucky, and they're not the nicest people with colored people. They call me Jungle Monkey because I can run fast. Like, I'm supposed to look at it like, dang, maybe I stop running fast or just keep going harder. My people push me to go harder, and like they just mad because that's probably their kid you're dusting, or that's probably they just probably tackled their boy. Not everybody take acceptance and talent. You know what I'm saying? And when you got good talent, somebody has to be the one that loses to your good talent. So with everything, I look at it as like biracial diversity. Like I said, with sports, with music, with everything, business. My main point is with business. I got a lot of diversity with business. Like I should say, I put myself in a minority boat. I came from nothing. I'm building myself up. So I'm in my minority boat to where I get that minority look. Like, yeah, he's mixed. He's what I'm saying? He's not talking about nothing. He's not trying to do nothing. Or, what I'm saying? It's always overlooked. But I've been having great ideas, and they always get pushed off to the next person. Someone else try to use it, and it doesn't work because they don't have the extra background research that I put in to make this idea into life.
I heard, and I haven't verified this, I should do it, but I heard that Lansing is one of the highest percentage of mixed people in the entire country.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
I gotta look it up. It might not be true. I could be spreading fake news or something like that. But if so, super important book. You should write that book.
Right. Yeah. That's something I want to. I haven't finished going through that story yet, so the story isn't over. So I'll be writing the book I haven't really got the answer either. What's the answer to the biracial diversity in business and in life? Period. That diversity of being mixed with all those things. I would just be writing forever. All the different type of events that happen to what can I change it? How can we change it? But that is something I want for people to look at, the situations I've been through, and everyone probably been through them in a different way with jobs. Like, what do I put? If I put, Hispanic or Latino, or Black or Latino, I get looked down on, to be honest, in that position. I done went through it. I was a head cook at KFC from the age of 17. I was going into 18, but when it's time to actually get that head cook position, I was training for it for 6 months. Like, I was 17 years old, and by the time I was turned 18, it's time for the head cook position. They was like, we're going to pass and we're going to give it to someone else. That's my first time losing a job because of diversity. They gave it to an older white man, but at the same time, he never showed up. 2 months after he got that job, he ended up losing it. And you know what I'm saying? I moved back to Michigan because I was like, I'm not going to take up his slack. I want to go home and, continue to, be in my daughter's life and move my life further. But that's one thing I really just want to step on and have people look into is biracial diversity.
I love it. I would love to read that book or even keep talking to you about it, about what some of those things are. Tomorrow on the show, I've got a classical pianist, okay? Some talent that moved from New York, I think, to Lansing and kind of building this talent bank that you're talking about. What question would you like me to pass to them?
Congrats on their move, but I definitely would say, what could they bring to the area, as in, what could they bring to the area to better it?
Yeah. So, I think that everything that you've talked about is about bettering Lansing. That's your mission. So if I just ask you that question, it's going to be a little lame. So let me change it just a little bit. What's on your mind? Like, what's something what's the next thing you want to do to make Lansing better, but I don't mean in some big concert thing. Like what you can do when you leave there.
What my main focus is to get Lansing better is to start buying up the property and actually doing something with it. I'm trying to get a team together and we actually start doing things with these properties, even if it's like putting dispensaries in it. If you can get a legal dispensary and stuff like that, that builds revenue and it helps the community to where you start doing stuff back to the community. Nonprofit dispensaries is something I've been thinking about. They got them in California, the nonprofit social lounges. So that's something I went to California and I seen I love. That I think we should actually like. That's something I'm working on right now. Me and my partner, Pounds RS Delivery Service. That's something we're in the midst of. Like every day, we're trying to get a social gathering, nonprofit lounge where we come sit and gather and smoke cannabis in a peaceful, safe environment, and actually, have good entertainment and actually, do something for the community. Since it's being a nonprofit, most of my profit will be going back into the community into buying modern tablets, fixing up, like I said, older buildings for people to come do things. I want to do a gaming room, a free game lounge and stuff like that. But everything costs money and stuff like that to where you can just come play the game and you do the tournaments. You know what I'm saying? The tournaments would be our way of revenue. But if somebody needs somewhere, I'm having a stressed out day at school or work or whatever. I just need somewhere to go play the game. The game is my therapy. So I want to expand that therapy to other people to where I never confine it to my woman, my mother, my grandma, nobody, my problems. I get on that game and I try and get as many kills as I can. I try and get it do something fun on that game that no one else can do. Like do something, a sniper, a 360 snipe or something. And it makes me feel better. That's my therapy. So if we can give out that little, that's what I'm trying to do right now is make Lansing better. What I'm doing to make Lansing better is using the cannabis revenues to do good in the neighborhood. And I'm doing it every way possible with small brands, big brands. Like this brand right here is Sleeves, located in Meridian Mall. I want to promote them. They're doing big things, trying to actually get a local brand out of Lansing. They're trying to start in Lansing. It's going to start in Lansing, but it's going to actually start going around Chicago, Atlanta, Los Angeles area is going to be a bigger brand, but it's coming straight from Lansing. So it gives us that one awareness, you know what I'm saying? That, Lansing got something coming out of it. The name is kind of controversial because Sleaze is kind of like a grimy name, but at the same time, we're trying to get to the new drip name. He's sleazy, crispy, you know what I'm saying? So that's their goal. They took like the ski mask and made it into a positive type of, color font. I just like that they're like the X's on the ski mask and stuff like that. It's like what we want in the community. We want the community, the criminals and stuff like that that's lost to do something good with their ideas that, what I'm saying, actually makes sense. It actually just really makes sense. People will love a camo ski mask and stuff like that. And so little stuff like that to actually help build his brand. That's what I'm doing right now. Me coming on this video, promoting his clothes, not mine, because we got GOAT clothing. We got stuff that we've been put out. But this is something I'm doing to help the community, giving his brand awareness. And realistically, I'm willing to put everything to the side and work with certain people, but it's only with the right intentions. I'm not working with people just so they can get better. If it's better in the community, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem bettering someone else, but if it's not bettering myself in the community too, then there's no point. You know what I'm saying? I'll help whoever.
Well, you know what we should talk about a little bit? Well, not the details of it, because I don't want to open a wound, but you and we're putting stuff to the side right now to have this.
Yeah.
We got in a little bit of a heated
it was a misunderstanding on this, and I took responsibility of it because at the same time I'm a man. I'm gonna take whatever comes on my plate. At the end of the day, I had no control over it. I was actually going through something very serious myself, and it
wasn't you, it was one of your guys.
It was one of my lackeys, is what you call people that do stuff like that, because that's not a supporter, that's not an actual friend. That's not someone that wants to see you win, because the one time they see you in a desperate situation, they ruin the people that's supporting you. Jerry was one of the people that knew I was coming out the community rough, and me being rough, he still was supporting me and guiding me. He was helping me get my first LLC for my harvest team. He seen I had great ideas, but he seen I needed to structure it. I was so everywhere. Yes, a great idea is something, but now I got my structure together to where I got these ideas, and I'm making steps towards these ideas day by day, into building it into a life. And to where Golden Goat Services started from BLFOE, my record label. And BLFOE is it sounds local. It sounds small. It's gonna forever be small. But once I got that structure together, I'm like Golden Goat Services. That sounds like a label that you would want behind you, helping you. That's what I want. I wanted an agent marketing services to actually do digital marketing for rappers, talent, and OnlyFans people that's content creators, producers. So if you're a producer, our main thing, we needed producers so bad when we was doing music. And there's producers out there that needed people to, charge and make money and produce for it. So with me doing my services, I can connect producers with talent and studio booths with producers and engineers, and then the talent gonna come regardless. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was trying to make myself that middleman in the middle of the entertainment and business venue. Yeah, the entertainment and stuff.
I think you're doing amazing things. Yeah, I'm glad we're putting our little spat to the side and
right. And I forever apologize about that, because I don't even hang with that person no more. But
I ain't bringing it up for that. I'm bringing it up to show people that people can put these to the side and we can keep going forward. And these are little bumps in the road compared to the bigger things, because we're both alive still.
Right, which thank God we're both safe and it's still going. The Fledge is still going strong. The Fledge coin, I'm proud of everything. Every time I come around, it's something new and productive for the community. When I see now, it's like, shit, it's not just me. That's what my thing is. And Jerry's very supportive with anything I come to him about. He's like, yeah, that's great. Or, we can do this. We can try to work in your schedule and everything. So one thing I got coming up that I need help with, honestly, is the cards and cannabis. I want to do baseball cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards, and cannabis event. I tried to get my permit for it recently, and first time I've been denied for anything. But it's just, I think it's a zoning or where I was trying to do it at. But if anyone know a good location we can get the permit and stuff applied for, I want to do cards and cannabis, and that's something I think I'm gonna do my first donation. Like if we sell a certain 150 baseball cards, I'm gonna give a donation away. That'll be my first charitable donation out of my pocket, out of my profit. I'm gonna give out something out of my pocket back to the community.
Okay, so I got a person who is starting a consulting company that they're going around and helping small communities get the licensing and do the right, all the things they need to do to bring cannabis to their city. I bet you she would help us figure this out for free.
Yeah.
So let's,
we could.
We'll talk to her. Man, I love what you're saying. A couple more things. Happiness, sadness, joy, or hope. Which word or words would you like to talk
about? It's pretty sad right now. Like I said, it's not because of business or anything. I said because the community just lost a good talented young man that played football, and then the other talented man was a rapper. So it's both sides. It's sad. It's just sad to see how much life is so lost value. You know what I'm saying? These are young kids. I never want to see no 16-year-old boy gone and before the age of 20. It's sadder and sadder. So that's why I said it's sad. The city needs to step up and actually stop. I'm not saying that there's certain people that don't need to be hurt. There's kill the actual people that's actually hurting people. That's actually going around molesting people and serial killers, but not hurt these young kids and get these kids to, like we were talking earlier, that gun training. That's something I will go to myself and invest in, to get juveniles the proper gun training at young ages, because it helped me so when I was so young. Just me learning how to properly shoot a firearm and a rifle, it taught me how to actually carry myself as a man. Just because I have the power to shoot doesn't mean I have to always, be in that one, causing chaos. So my other thing would be getting the young people to stop the loss of life value. Starting to value other people's life. Even if it's not your own, you don't value your own life, value somebody else's at that point in time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I want to clarify something for everybody. We're talking about the two young men who got killed in Rotary Park a few weeks ago, right?
Yes.
And
because I knew both of them.
and I knew both of them partly because of you. And I actually know the other two that were injured during the young lady and the young gentleman who were both went to the hospital. I know them as well, and also know that earlier in the day that was a fist fight.
Yeah,
that wasn't. The guns hadn't come out. The guns came out later.
So that's the thing. Is just like, yeah, nobody wants to lose no more. But at the same time, if we got an extra area for boxing, like I promote boxing. Like if we can go somewhere and put the guns down and gloves up, that's always been a good thing. Guns down, glove up. Get these people to actually get those things and actually accept the law. Not everybody has to win. You just got to get skill better. You can always get your rematch, especially when it's a public event. You get paid to lose, and you shouldn't look at it as, oh, he beat me up, I need to go kill him. Like, no, he beat me up, I need to grind harder. I need to stop sitting around smoking. I need to go train, run laps, and then go back at him again. And if we can get that, that's something I would support too. Is boxing. Some mics, gloves down, mic up. If you know what I'm saying, people don't want to fight, we can mic up. We can rap it out. You know what I'm saying? It's talent around here. Wrap it up. You know, I tried to start Punchline Battle Royal about 2 years ago, and I just never got the funding. But that's something that was ready for micing up and putting the gloves down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's time to look at all that again, man.
Yeah. So, my bad. I just want to say one more thing. You said the word. So, sadness, I started with sadness because you got to start with the bad and then it's about to get good. I say hope will be my second word because I have hope for Lansing. It is getting better. People starting to open their eyes and see that innocents are dying and people that don't deserve to die are dying. You know what I'm saying? And it is more with the youth. It's not even older people. You know, COVID took a lot of people that you would never think that you would lose, like your aunts, your grandmas, your uncles, your favorite uncles, your favorite cousins. Young people, 26, 28, 27, are all dying from this COVID. So open a lot of people's eyes up. So I have hope to where we can come together. We will be able to outgrow our wrongs and outdoings. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm going to ask you a flippant question. I'm being not facetious. I'm not being serious about it. Where'd you go to college?
Where'd I go to college?
You want to know why I'm asking you this question? I'm not even going to let you answer right now. Because you're smart as fuck, man, and you're doing really good things. And I know your background. I know where you got your GED. I know all of that.
Right.
And I just want to tell you, thank you for sharing these words with us. Thank you for pushing Michigan or Lansing forward like this and the work that you're doing. And thank you for continuing to learn and research and keep this mission moving forward, man. I'm really proud to know you.
Thank you.
Proud to know you, Meech.
Appreciate the flowers while I'm here. You know, I definitely appreciate the flowers while I'm here. My main thing is the school I went to is YouTube University. I definitely did. I learned a lot off YouTube and not just sitting there watching the videos, researching and actually doing the research behind what they're saying and how they're saying it. And I ain't go to college. Yeah, I'm going there certainly. I went to business management. I started, but I never went to college. And I like how you set that up.
You know, some of my best software developers never even got a GED. Guys that work in my software companies that made close to $100,000 never got a GED. And I love how you're educating yourself. I love how you're keeping learning, and I love what you're thinking about and talking about and doing. So,
because it's definitely a long road by yourself. Nobody definitely wants you to get your education more than you. They might tell you to, but when you actually see it and actually see it helps you, it's something to thrive for. That's what I want to push on the youth too. Is you don't know how, because not everybody knows how. Nobody might not know. My dad has dyslexia, and that's the main reason why he never went to school. So if you need help with education, you know, look at me. I'm tatted up. I'm not you might not even think about it, but I would definitely help you. I would tutor people. I got high ratings and scores in math, economics, and social studies and stuff like that. So I scored highs in all my tests. So tutoring.
I give credit to those early days of playing chess, man. That'll help you get better at math and
for sure
and all that. So
yeah, I want to shout out to Miss Barron. That was my second grade teacher. She the one who actually during free time as in second grade, she gave me a chessboard and she was like, I think you would do good in chess. And ever since then, from second grade to fifth grade, when they had the chess tournament come up, I was like, I got to do this for Miss Barron. You know what I'm saying? And that was actually right here at this school at Bingham. She was my teacher at Bingham Elementary. And I was only there for a year or two. And Miss Barron, she gave me my first chessboard. I had a picture at Bingham until they tore it down. Me flying a little paper airplane. So I'm definitely, like I said, an East Side native for real. Grew up and raised around these areas. And this is kind of, the roughest area. So that's what made me want to, you get these point of views. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to get out this area. I need to better this area if I want my kids to be raised. Because East Side, we do got great, like the Fledge. This is a wonderful resource area. And when I found it on the East Side, I said, thank God it's on the East Side. Because it's like you said, you came from Grand Ledge and you're the energy I came with and the ideas. I say, thank God this is like something that's helping the kids with coding, helping the kids with painting, selling their art, making jewelry, all the stuff y'all have going on, helping people start their own company and stuff. I was like, this is a great resource that definitely was needed, not on any other side of town, but definitely on the East Side, where there's a lot of young kids that could have used that type of resources, but they didn't take advantage of it correctly. There's a lot of people that did, but I don't know, I don't know the full story, but they should have did it a lot better. I feel like this is a gem in the community, and that's why I keep coming back to spread my knowledge and spread my growth with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely support this. If I was to make $1 billion tomorrow, this would be my first thing to, because it helps me. Like, okay, it's still people in this community that want us to win, whether they know me or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I will have these business cards here, and I know it's just something. My number is always on YouTube, Coach, TikTok management, but it's any type of consulting too. Like your friend, she said the cannabis consulting. I don't do cannabis consulting, but I do business consulting. So I do want to talk to her about the cannabis consulting, and anybody that is more of I don't want to consult you on something that I don't know about. So if you hit me up and I know about it, I know YouTube, I know TikTok, and I know digital marketing. So I can consult to you about those things, but I don't want to get out there and be like, oh, I'm a consultant. I'm a coach. I'm a manager. I will manage you. I'll coach you how to get there right. So that's what Golden Gold is. I just want to end up on that note, because I don't want you to get as confused that Golden Goat is doing all these things. No, Peso Morris, Meechee Morris is doing all these things with the OnlyFans boxing, the cannabis projects and stuff like that, the nonprofit cannabis social lounge. That's me. That's not Golden Goat. You know what I'm saying? Golden Goat is my father company. Like, that's my actual company, my CEO that I'm the CEO of, that I make my income out of, that I push every day. But that's not my only thing I'm doing. I named all my projects that I want Jerry to know about and the community to know about, because it's for y'all at the end of the day. It's for the community.
Well, anything we can do to help, anything that we can do to boost the signal, anything that we can do, we would love to. And I need mentors and coaches and consultants and people who look like you, that look like these kids.
Right.
Well, I kind of look like these kids sometimes too. But you know what I'm saying?
Which I'm open to.
Yeah. I'm too old.
Right. I'm definitely down for it, because like I said, I was blessed to get some of the, like, people think mentors come into a guy with a fancy suit and all the fanciest jewelry. Like I said, it could be that drunk guy at the store telling you, don't do this because this is going to lead you to where I'm at. And then you're not listening. Next thing you know, you're 30 years old at Buddy's store with a beer in your hand telling kids, don't be drinking beer and don't be doing this because you're going to end up in this situation. And I seen that. Half my friends in jail, prison, are addicts. And it's not fun to say that. These are my friends. These people I cared about, I played with and hung out with in school. They're facing 30 years, 40-year sentences to where I probably won't see them until my grandkids is graduating and stuff like that. It's real life situations that make me want these things. The addictions, people dying overdosing. My auntie just died overdosing in my kitchen right in front of me at 27 years old. This is my favorite auntie. She died December 22nd, 2019. Or I think it was 2020. 2019. It was 2019, right after Jaquez passed. My favorite auntie. Played basketball, one of the nicest person, worked 2 jobs, graduated college, and she died over overdose. It's hurtful. It's people do other things to get their stress taken away. But if you need help or someone to consult in, I'm here. Like I said, I lost a lot of good people, and I want to give that actual mentorship while I got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to always be here to give that advice.
I want to send you away with some Narcan today, if you don't mind.
Okay.
We'll talk about it though. We'll talk.
All right. Yeah, thank you for the
Hey, man.
opportunity. For
Man,
sure.
thank you. This was a great show, and I really appreciate you. You were a great guest, and I love talking about this. What would you like to take us out with?
Be safe, watch the kids, and please think of others. You know, it's always someone that's watching in the windows, but instead of calling the police on them and actually sending them, just actually make sure what they're doing is wrong first before you call the police on someone. Make sure they're correctly doing something wrong, and then actually try and stop them. I'm not telling you go run in front of a gun, but if someone's going to go do something to hurt others, ask them please stop. There's actually people that has nothing to do with this problem to stop. Me, I have a problem being everyone's hero. It hurts me, and it sometimes it's just not a good thing to do. But if I see something, even with kids or adults, I try to put myself in the line and say, stop, it's not right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking everyone to do it, but instead of watching from the windows, actually be that, that actual savior. Like just even if you yell stop, someone might stop and actually, change the outcome of that event. Because them little boys, I know there's more people at that river could have stopped that, could have told them like go home. And then when people was telling you to go home and telling you to stop, for us that's in the streets, because I'm saying this for the ones that's in the streets, listen to them. They probably saving you from a life sentence. They probably saving you from hurting somebody's child that's gonna get you retaliated, killed. Now both parents is hurt. Because that's exactly, the streets don't have no favorites. The streets don't have no love. You do something, karma gonna get you. And people out here that's not in the streets don't deserve that type of conflict and confrontation all the time.
My good friend Sherry Pruitt. I don't know if you know who she is.
Yes, that's Slick's mom, Sherry Pruitt. She probably doesn't know. I used to play football with Slick all the time. I used to see her all the time. Dracia, she know me. Drayvon, they know me for sure. But I got mad love for them and everything they do.
She was on the show a couple weeks ago, and she said it's up to people like us to step in the gap. And
I'm trying.
What you're doing, man.
That's what I'm trying. Thank you, Jerry. Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. It is not easy, but thank you for the support. This is what keeps me going. The appreciation.
Much love to you, Meechee.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much,
everyone. Every damn day, every day at 2, you're going to see stuff like this sometimes, because this was a super good show. Thanks, Meech.
Yeah, goats, we out. Everybody have a good day.